Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I'm making a Planet Zoo video. In honor of Planet Zoo 2 coming out, I was thinking to myself, I want to make an aquatic park before Planet Zoo 2 comes out. Don't get me... And I will be covering a lot of stuff on this channel, but I'm really excited because it has aquariums. So, yeah. I think I chose temperate. I had to pause the game to go buy the European pack because I didn't have the European pack to get these buses. I like the buses idea. So as you can see here, I'm trying to make a road, but then I think to myself, you know what? I'll change that anyways. Might as well change it, right? Think to myself, what's more, you know, board like something that you see at like a, I don't know, a dock. So here, what am I trying to do? Yes, I'm trying to find road. Yeah, so I'm trying to find a road like color, so black tarmac, but I couldn't really find it, and then I eventually do this. So you see, I'll do this for a bit, and then I'll think to myself, wait, later down the line I'll think of a better idea where I can just, you know, do stuff like that. I use obviously the terrain tool to just push it all down because you can't see it obviously. Yeah, no, I my idea is that people, they just show up, right? They just show up and they come and they have fun, like a school trip, right? And then I did this and I kind of stopped for a bit, you know, try to line it up. Think to myself, wait, I did the other part perfect, I might as well do this, and then I make it a group. Yeah, very beautiful. I tried to do something there, it didn't really work out the way I wanted to, so I had to fool around with this. This is ×5, by the way, so both recordings is around 2 hours long, and now the entire video is what, 28. So I'm happy with that. Yeah, so I do this too. It's pretty nice. I like this idea. I really like that they added this into the game. I think it's a really cool idea, and genuinely you can hide it under paths, under rocks, so people don't go there. Okay, so what I'm trying to do here is like a cavern type of thing where, you know, the buses, they drive into the hole, right? They drive into the hole and it's like facing downwards. But like, my rock placement is a bit weird. I'm trying to make it as look English. I'm trying to make it look as unnatural and natural at the same time, because that's kind of how rocks look, right? They look weirdly placed sometimes. Now I do realize later on in the recording that I could just, you know, make slopes. I could just make a slope with the dirt and make it look nice. You see me later do that. But like, it took me a while to get there. Yeah, I'm getting a bit surprised with because I got the Oceanic pack, because of the little blue penguins, which are my favorite penguins. Because I remember when I was younger, my mother took me to New Zealand. No, not New Zealand. Not New Zealand. She took me to Australia a while when I was much younger. I think when I was 11, around there. I remember we went to the Steve Irwin Zoo, and I don't remember. I honestly, my memory does leave me sometimes. But the idea was, we went and we saw the little blue penguins march, where they sit you at like the stadium, and they just keep you waiting for like a good. I think we were there early, and then it started to turn dark, and then the little blue penguins came. I remember a lady said, hey guys, please don't take photos of the penguins, the flash will blind them. And little old Deshawn got really angry when I saw a group of, well, tourists, I was a tourist myself, taking photos of the flash. I went and told them off. I said, hey, don't do that. And the lady went and told my mom. She's like, you know, you make a great conservationist. She's actually what I want to go into. Well, ecology at least, but not conservation. So here I've tried to test out how it would look with the spruce trees. I like it when it snows. Snowing is my favorite thing, being that I'm in a very tropical country. I don't get snow much, so yeah. And then I turn it off because it's like it's making things a bit annoying. So as you can see, I figure out, hey, I could just do that. Okay, so I cut out here for a bit. Let me just. Sorry, I'm recording this and then like watching the video. So I'm trying to increase the path capacity and trying to make it like a slope down. So that's the idea. Yeah. So here I go. Yeah. Now I'm trying to make an entrance. So in my mind, I had a giant gate opening up, like something that you see out of Zoo Tycoon, the art in Zoo Tycoon where the monkey's sitting on the top. Put a picture, but like there's a gate there normally, and I was trying to do something, and I realized, hey, I can't flip it over because I wanted to flip it over, and that was a bit upsetting. And I hope they do that in the Planet Zoo 2 game. So I'm trying to do something here. And originally this was meant to be the opening, but I was thinking to myself that that's too small. So you can see me like frantically kind of like try and figure out what can fit. And it's like nothing fits. I was looking for a glass panel, which you guys will see eventually when I find it, and it's really small. Yeah, those are the ones. I wanted one of those, and I remembered I thought there was a seal one, but there isn't a seal one, so it's like, oh man, oh well. So you see me finicking around with this. Yeah, so this was kind of an issue because I didn't know what I wanted to do here. Because I kind of wanted a screen to show off something, but it just didn't look nice. It just looked out of place. So I would like to swap it out with the the bricks. Yes, I like to swap it out with bricks. Yeah, you see, that just looks so much better. And then I try and finick around with this. Yeah, I'd end up doing this, which I was really proud of because it looked really full and nice. I tried putting some things there, but nothing looked nice, I guess. So I thought, how about I just put some otters here, right? And then as you can see, I'll use a signpost, and I will hang lights off it. Yeah, there's a lot of packs I do not have because like Planet Zoo just at a certain point just started pushing out packs. Like Planet Zoo is what, quite an old game, and I remember when I was a little kid and I got Planet Zoo. Yeah, that's how old Planet Zoo is. I was little at the time of Planet Zoo. I'm pausing. I don't know why I'm pausing. I'm most probably checking out on YouTube. Oh yeah, PC stuff. Okay, wait, give me a second, guys. And it's not really either. I don't need to cut it. I don't need to cut it out because it's quite short. So anyways, I duplicate this just to put it on both ends. But I remember when I was yeah, I was quite little too. I think what, 13? I'm 21 now. I don't remember how old I was when I first got Planet Zoo. I can definitely go and check, right, in my support. But I remember being so excited, and then my sorry, I'm pausing because I'm texting somebody about my PC. I'm planning to upgrade. There'll be a part where I just pause for so long, so I might just get rid of that. But yeah, so I was getting Planet Zoo on my Planet Zoo is coming out. Sorry. Planet Zoo was coming out, and I was really excited for it because this was like a zoo game, you know. Oh man, I really want to. I remember watching Best in Slot's first zoo when he did at the beta, and I was so excited to make a zoo like that. I was so excited. Remember playing the campaign. Now let's see. Okay, so as you guys can see, I moved the things all down and it looked really nice. Yeah, I kind of did that. I don't know why I deleted that, but this is new. I'm learning it. So as you can see, I'm creating the sign here, and you'll be able to see what the park's name is. I'm trying to figure out what letters there are. The letters are hard to get because you search up letters and it's not showing up. You have to search up font if I'm correct. So as you can see, I tried out with black because I couldn't see it at first. I changed the colors later. As you can see a lot. Yeah, so Planet Zoo is a really fun game for me. It really is the better out of all the park builders. Like Jurassic World Evolution, Park's still good. Park's still good, but the problem is, right, the water. And this is the same complaint I have for Prehistoric Planet, is the water. The water is placed as a separate entity in of itself, right? You cannot create a crevice and put water inside. You have to put, as you can see, the name is Epic Aquatic Land, but I swapped the Aquatic Land Epic around, yeah. So, it limits your creativity with water, right? And it does the water creativity for you. And to that I say, okay, sure, that's good, right? But it's sad sometimes because you want to make an underwater viewing area, right? Like, let's just say you have Spinosaurus, right? In both games, Prehistoric Planet and not Prehistoric Planet, Prehistoric Kingdom and Jurassic World Evolution 3. You want to make an underwater viewing area where these creatures, they'll swim, they'll dive and all. You can't, because you cannot curve the water in. You just can't. So there is no water for you. There is no underwater viewing area. And I was fully expecting that out of Prehistoric Planet, but Prehistoric Kingdom, sorry. But it's not. But it's alright, it's okay. The game is still in very much early access and it can be made into a thing. As you can see, my sign is kind of done. I plan to do more, but give it a sec, right? I'm trying to make it a bit more realistic, right? Something's holding up the sign. And I think I leave because my mom called me. Yeah, my mom calls me, so I kind of just leave. Yeah, and here we are, we're back. Okay, so now we carry on. So yeah, I genuinely think that one thing that makes Planet Zoo more, how to say, creative is the water in of itself. The water is very malleable. That's the best way I can explain it, right? It's a science student. It's very malleable. You can create a hole. Like, as you can see later, I'll be playing around with water. As you can see, you create something like that, and it just scoops in, and you can make a lot of cool exhibits. And I think another issue is that Planet Zoo doesn't really suffer from the fact that it's not a make-believe game. It is very much can be made into real life. As you can see, I'm not liking that. It can be very much kind of attributed to real life because all these animals are real. Then no fake animals, they're all realistic. And what it feels like is with Jurassic World and Prehistoric Kingdom, it feels a bit awkward for me because I don't know what to put, right? I don't know what animal would go with what, right? Definitely I could go with the Saharan desert and blah blah this, blah blah that. But because as a kid, right, you are used to seeing camels in the desert. Every time you see a camel exhibit, you see the desert, right? You're fine, you know that because you've seen these animals in there. But like, we don't get to see dinosaurs like that. We don't see the velociraptors in the desert. You don't see the protoceratops in the desert. You don't see all of this. And what would end up happening is that it just feels off, right? And it feels unnatural because, well, yeah, they kind of are unnatural at this moment in time. So that's kind of why I think Planet Zoo is also a bit better, because the creativity juices kind of get pumping a bit more. As you can see, I'm trying to figure out how the water will work here, and I don't like it, so I'll make it deeper. Now, originally, I was thinking that I need to keep the land in the middle, but like the more I started thinking about it, like the more I realized I could just say, screw that. I'm thinking maybe I should add a bit more here. I'll add a bit more later when I redo it, which is like right after this recording. I'll record another thing. But yeah, sorry, I'm tired. Trying to figure out what fits. This is one of the sculptures that I've created that I'm really proud of. I really am proud of this. Like I have never been not proud of this, right? I've never been not proud of anything that I made in Planet Zoo other than this. I made a lot of stuff in Planet Zoo. Right? I've made a lot of things in Planet Zoo. And this is just one thing I'm really proud of, right? Yeah, so anyways, yeah, it's I'm a bit forgetful sometimes, so I forget that, like, well, I can put it into this access mode and duplicate it by doing control control X. I always forget control is the copy. I'm thinking that it's kind of slanted, so you'll see me like try to like, is this slanted? It's not. I'm still considering it at this point. It's like I see that little bit and I'm like, you know what, screw it. I'll just, you know, push in the dirt, because at this point my mind is kind of already made up on what I want to do. I want to kind of enclose everything, which is going to show what our others aquariums will look like. I don't know why I'm stuttering so much. What the hell? Aqua. What the other aquariums would look like, right? Sorry, I just woke up. It's quite late. I woke up late. Yeah. Lovely, jubbly. I do a lot of changing, and my rock placement is still very uninspiring, I will say. I need a lot of work on the rock placement, but yeah, I realized that I could just use that little middle point that you see me using to make a lot of my builds act differently. Yeah, as you can see, it looks really nice, and I'm really proud of the way I did things. I do make a few changes though later down the line. I make it a bit more, how would you say, filled out? Yeah, it's more filled out. Like, yeah, as you can see, like this part here, it kind of crops a bit. Yeah. You see, it just fits perfectly. It makes so much sense. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna do as the first creature. I'm most probably gonna do river otters, because I created a river otter exhibit a long time back, like when the pack first came out. I think the Southeast Asia pack, where I do live in Southeast Asia actually, and it was really nice. I made this thing really nice. You'll see me stress a bit about it because it's slightly going down. Oh, sorry. I don't like that. I do not like that. That makes me like, that makes my OCD go. So you see me like try my best to get it to work, which you wouldn't think I have OCD with how messy my room is, but when it comes to stuff like this and it's just slightly off, I just can't. Oh my god, I just lose it. It's like, I'm not crazy, right? Here I am like testing the water. Yeah, so I'm just now finicking around with my placement. Yeah, I didn't like how that was turning out. I don't like the clipping because it's really hard to clip. I mean, what I mean is really hard to clip. It's really hard to do stuff like that because of the way the dirt clips, and it's really hard to push down the dirt because it's right next to a path. So the only problem I have with Planet Zoo is the pathing system, which I believe Prehistoric Kingdom and what's the game called? Jurassic World Evolution 3 has done right. Actually, the Jurassic World games did the pathing system quite well. So to me, that's the only issue. Everything else, they did it better, right? And seeing the way Planet Zoo 2 is going, which I'll talk about in the next video, because I keep this video to just introduction, right? Yeah, I'm really excited watching the gameplay, watching the lions, watching the hammerhead shark, my favorite shark. If I get I'm a scuba diver, right? So I'm a dive master. So those of you that don't know, when you become a dive master, you get a fish name. You have to do your snorkel test, which is they just pour a bunch of alcohol down a snorkel, right? But when I did my snorkel test and I got my DM, I wasn't really much of a drinker at the time. And this is the first time I'm really experiencing this with the blessings of my mother. This is the first time I was really experiencing it. So my dive master, instead of giving me a snorkel test, he just slams a beer can down, takes a key, just stabs a hole in the middle. He goes, "Okay, shotgun this beer," because this was be the first time I'm doing it. I'm trying to think like a champ, obviously. But you get a fish name. So I got 2 fish names, right? So my dive master said I embody these 2 fish, so pick which one I want to choose. I obviously picked the fish that I like. So I got the cobia, so a black kingfish, which is this like long fish that looks a lot like sharks. It chills around sharks. It's a predator fish. But my favorite fish currently would be the long fin batfish. I love batfish. Batfish are so cool. As you can see, I'm trying to do like this spitty water thing, and I really am proud of like how cool I got later down the line. Big little splashes and all. But yeah, so I would get the long fin batfish and the cobia, right? So since another person that was also one of his students also got cobia, I just chose the batfish, which is my favorite fish. I like the fact that they're very curious. Sometimes those of you that dive in Malaysia, that dive in the Philippines and around there, you know how these fish act. They're really curious. I've had so many dives where I've led dives where just these fish will follow me and follow the people that are with me, and people get scared because they're quite big fish. Then I was like, no, come down. And I love their juveniles. Their juveniles look so cool. I'm trying to make like a little splash effect so it looks nice. Yeah. And so those are my favorite fish. I don't know why did I bring up that fish? Yeah, okay, so now I remember. Sorry, I got sidetracked. So what happens is that's normally happen when you get your DM. So if you get your instructor, you get a shark. You get a shark name as your instructor. When you get your instructor, you get a shark name. So for me, if I get my instructor, which I don't plan on doing until like I'm much older, because I feel like I feel like it's better if I'm older to teach people. Because like as a DM, you will realize one thing: you teach people a lot for their refreshers course, and a lot of them are much older than you and they don't want to listen to you if you're younger. So being an instructor must be quite annoying, being that you have to literally tell them what to do and what not to do. So it's different, right? Because I did my instructor, not my instructor, my DM when I was, Lord, how old was I? I was only like a year back. I was like last year, yeah. 2 years back around. No, it was last year. I was 20. So like, imagine a 20-year-old trying to tell a 30-year-old, hey, don't do this, right? They're gonna always think that I'm being rude to them, even though I'm like just being serious in the moment. So I think being an instructor at an older age is better. So I hope I get a hammerhead, like the great hammerhead, because I really love the hammerheads, right? And even in my friend group, it makes sense, right? Like I am bigger and I'm taller, but I'm not the biggest. So it's like the great hammerhead is a big shark, but it's not the biggest compared to like the whale shark, compared to the great white. It's one of the bigger ones, but it's not the biggest, right? And it's energetic when it needs to be energetic. It's calming when it needs to be calmed, right? For me, it perfectly explains me, because I'm really like chill when it comes to like my students that I've had for my refreshers. Like a lot of people like love having me as their teacher because I'm very chill, bro. Yeah, not to brag, but I got a 50 RM. What you call? What was it? Tip, yeah. because I was the father that was with his kids was like I was doing so well. And honestly, I had a lot of fun. I would definitely love to be in that kind of this one again. As you can see, I panicked for a second, like, have I been recording? So it's about to finish, right? Let me check. Yeah, it's about to finish, right? We're about to end. So here I am experimenting with lights. You'll see it at night. Yeah, so I will sign off for now. Anyways, take care, guys. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.